Hello, everybody. Kyle here. I am in utter shock that after uploading my Black Series Mandalorian and Grogu movie prediction figures yesterday, a day later, they actually reveal the figures. I did not plan on this. I did not think. In fact, I was planning on making a Darth Maul Shadow Lord predictions for the Black Series, but I'm over the moon that we got our official picks and details on the new in the very first Mandalorian and Grogu movie wave. So without further ado, let's get into it. Um, so we got what was, you know, teased or leaked in what I brought up yesterday with the Mandalorian Grogu figures. But what's interesting, so Gizmodo did this. They exclusively revealed them. And not only did they reveal these figures, but they gave us a date for them, March 22nd, which is actually pretty crazy. That's a little more than a month away, and we're getting a full wave of Mandalorian Grogu figures, like 2 months before the movie even releases, which is a big deal for me because, as I mentioned in the video yesterday, I wanted them to put out a lot of Mandalorian and Grogu product before the movie came out, because if they waited, I was afraid that they might not make as many and they might peg warm. So it's great to see they already have product lined up. I covered this figure yesterday. It's the Mandalorian and Grogu. What's surprising here is there is, at this moment, no word on a regular standard Mandalorian and Grogu figure. This is the deluxe. This is going to retail for $35, which isn't too bad. Um, I think it's bad for people that are like, oh, is Grogu really worth the extra $5? I mean, I don't really think it's that big of a deal. It comes loaded with accessories. I'm gonna definitely buy this, and I'm excited that we're getting this set. And there are some pictures here. Grogu looks adorable. I love that I think he can hang on the side of Din. I love these. These pictures are great. Um, his sniper rifle, his blaster, little Grogu on the bottom. That's cute. A new hand to hold the vibroblade, which comes with the Target exclusive Mandalorian. What is that? What is that accessory? Oh, the sniper rifle can come apart. That's amazing. I feel like the last time we saw that was um the Rogue One figures. Okay. So this is the next figure. The Imperial Remnant Stormtrooper. Number 5. Looks great. I'm hoping that he can, all of his like added pieces can be removed and it can just be a standard stormtrooper, even though it looks like, they have a bit of a tint on him. But man, beautiful. We get a stormtrooper in the first line, which is great because I was afraid, I didn't mention this yesterday, but I was afraid that they would give us just a bunch of the main characters and the stormtroopers are being more exclusives, and that tends to be disappointing because, one, exclusives tend to be more money, and two, these first wave figures tend to be at like Ross or at these discount stores, and it would be great if they release these guys and then they send them to Ross later in the year so we can all army build them for like $5-6 a piece. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. I'm loving this guy already. Looks great. Yeah, he looks great. I mean, maybe he could be a little bit more, um, like cleaner, I guess, but I don't know. Like it's good enough for me. We're getting another stormtrooper. Woo. Oh yeah. Okay. So cool. His pieces can all be from. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, I love this. The detail. The detail on this guy. Okay, actually, can I? Okay, so this is the next one. Number 2, the Imperial Remnant AT-AT driver. Really cool that he has a holster. This is the very first AT-AT driver that comes equipped with a holster. Also, what I love is it looks like some of the detail they put into this guy. Um, I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the AT-AT driver figures because I always feel like you need an AT-AT with an AT-AT driver. It's like getting a pilot or like an X-Wing pilot without the X-Wing. It kind of feels off, but listen, it's another troop builder. And what I do like is what this reminds me of was when Rogue One came out, I loved how they packed the Rogue One Black Series line with tons of army builders, whether it was like the hover tank pilots, the Scarif troopers, the Death troopers. Like that was really, really good. And I'm so glad that we're getting that here because if you're making a Star Wars movie and you have stormtroopers in it, give us stormtroopers so we can have our heroes actually fight them. I think one of the things that hurt the Acolyte line wasn't necessarily the characters themselves, but the fact that they had no villains for them to really fight. And um kids are going to want to buy, the good guys and the bad guys to mash them around. For the Acolyte, we didn't get Chimere until this past year. So I'm glad that we're getting a lot of antagonists for our Black Series figures. Okay, let's see what else we got. I think that's probably a new AT-AT driver mold. Oh, the new sculpt. This is incredible. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Here's the Imperial Remnant AT-AT driver, number 3. He also comes with a holster. Oh, no, not AT driver. He's ATRT. Was the other one ATRT? I'm not sure. I think the other one was AT-AT. This is an ATRT driver. So it's the Scarif Trooper helmet on the body of a snow trooper. Well, actually, that looks more like a hover tank pilot body meshed with the snow trooper, um, tunic or what he wears there. So that's really cool. I love how Disney always like mashes their stormtrooper molds together, like what they did with um in Mandalorian season 2 with Morak, and they combined the hover tank. Was it the? Yeah, it was a hover tank pilot helmet with the mud trooper suit for Din and Mayfield. So that was pretty cool. Okay, so this guy looks great. Some people are like, how are these guys going to sell when they all kind of like are just troops? I feel like they will sell pretty well. Here's an Imperial Remnant Stormtrooper. I believe this is the Target exclusive. That's what they said in this article. And I remember Yakface posted this. So this is great. This is really great because it's another stormtrooper, but he just has a little bit of a different design to him. I'm glad that we're past the days of them making exclusives for main character figures. The last few days I've been haunted by the flashbacks of the Clone Wars Target exclusive line at Target back in 2021 with Anakin, Obi-Wan, Echo, and Hawk. To this day, I believe it's one of the worst, Black Series decisions to make that line a Target exclusive. Ridiculous. Okay, so the next figures here. Okay, so this is funny because I was bringing this up yesterday in the video. We get Colonel Ward, and she's in her X-Wing Rebel pilot attire. I like it. The only thing is I feel like they could have given her another accessory besides the helmet. I mean, maybe she's the only, like, this is all she just wears this and that's it, but still, like, even in the trailer, I think she's holding some type of data pad, right? So I wish that they included another accessory. The Sigourney Weaver scope looks all right to me. It doesn't, blow me away or anything, but it's funny how this is exactly like, I was like, either we're gonna get the one from the trailer, what she's wearing, or this one. They gave us this one, so I don't know if we're gonna get one. The trailer is gonna be like an exclusive figure. I don't know, but okay. So let's see. She's number 4. So Mando's 1. I think one of the guys, I can't remember the numbering, but I think we're getting at least 6 of them. So it's funny how she's the only other main character revealed so far. And now we have the first editions, and I'll tell you a quick story about the first editions. When I went hunting on Triple Force Friday for the Force, like the first ever Mandalorian first edition, I went to a Disney store and they had all the figures there except for the Mandalorian. And I asked the employee there, I was like, do you guys have a Mandalorian? And they had him in the glass case that was presenting, the figures they had in the store. And he's like, oh no, that the only one we have is the one in the glass case. And I was like, oh man. But then he's like, you know what? I'm going to see if I can let you buy that figure. And sure enough, he was able to give me that figure to purchase. So I got a first edition Mandalorian in 2019 on Triple Force Friday. It was one of the best moments of collecting. And then I opened it up because I didn't realize that was going to be worth a lot of money. And the funny thing was, for years, I just absolutely was confounded why I opened that figure up. And now just recently I noticed it's gone down in value. So it's made me feel good. I'm like, oh boy, I didn't really lose that much by opening that figure up. But I think I will be buying one of these first editions, and I will be holding on to them, and I will not be opening up them package. So yeah, there we go. The actually see. So we got number 1 Mandalorian, Wards 4, 5 is Imperial Remnant, 2 is AT-AT, 3 is that is ATRT, and I believe the Target exclusive is number 6. So there you have it. Those are the first Mandalorian and Grogu movie figures that they are releasing. The first Star Wars movie line Black Series has done for like a new Star Wars movie in 7 years. It is a momentous day. I am very happy to see these guys. I'm very happy to see that they will be out March 22nd. And it makes me think that the other characters, like the, you know, Rhoda, Zeb, even the twins, they're probably all going to be deluxes. I am surprised that Zeb isn't one of these official figures, because I thought for sure that he would be a part of that first wave. He's in the trailers, he's on the poster. There's really no hiding him. They've probably been working on this figure since The Mandalorian season 3 came out. So I thought for sure he'd be out, but maybe they have a second wave planned closer to the release of the movie, and that will be when we see Zeb. And it also makes me wonder if we're dealing with a situation where, like, these figures are connected to the first trailer, and then the second wave are the more story-centered figures connected to the next trailer. Another interesting point, though, is I remember, one of my favorite Black Series YouTubers, Lukeness Monster, he released, like, a leak many, like, months back, or maybe a year back, of, like, upcoming Black Series Mandalorian Grogu figures, and this is very different from that leak. That leak had Embo on there, that leak had, the twins, I think it also had, it definitely didn't have all these stormtroopers, so it's making me wonder if either they changed things around, or like that leak may not have been accurate. I don't know, but I think the names were accurate. So maybe those figures are coming, but they were moved around. I don't know. But it's great to see these figures. And I can't wait to see, you know, what this movie gives us in terms of the Black Series line. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Feel free to like and subscribe. And yeah. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.